Hello there, and welcome back to Coruscant, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge 3.5 former preview playthrough as the New Republic. In the last few episodes, we have been trying to secure the core, getting ready for some eventual assaults by the Duskin League when they pop in, because who knows what year it is. There's no Marty McFly to tell me. But we have this unfortunate little situation happening on Kaikielius. We did lose a little bit of a fleet last time, dealing with the Hapens, but now we are sitting in Hapen land, ready to go. And they are really not... They haven't actually spread out too much beyond their traditional homelands. So we should be able to power through there, hopefully fairly easily. I need to put these guys on the ground. Otherwise, we're just going to get invaded. And I'll also put some ground stuff over there. But we have this fleet on the graveyard, which is what I'm going to use... Oh, did that not update? That's also annoying. Empire at war. Restream does this thing where it changes stuff, but it's annoying updating stuff on two platforms. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna restart that. Anyways, we're going to attack this fleet at Kaikielius. Kiki. Hopefully we can just get rid of all those little Penastar people. So eventually there's also going to be a little Dark Empire happening. And it depends on how far we're able to push into Greater Maldrood and the regular Empire. That'll determine who we're fighting in that phase. Alright. So, we got our assault refit. We have our Viscount prototype. Gifts of Sullust, some little Tendi guys, Kazoo-class Star Destroyer. Republic Star, I looked at, he didn't seem to respond to that. Probably not a great side for them to be on, but I want to take out these Venators faster. And get those bays. Alright. Here, you guys finish the Venator. You're going to stay on the Secutor. I want to get the other fighter bay. And we should be good here. This is the thing about being fragile. See... Well, OBS crashed. Or, Twitch crashed. Now it should be back. There we go. Has Twitch uncrashed? There we go. OBS uncrashed, I mean. Not Twitch. Alright. Well, we're off to a great technical start. Thanks, OBS. I don't think we're gonna lose any of this. The stuff that was kind of hurt is not getting that much more hurt. Alright, let's make sure their anti-fighter goes away. And there we go. We got them. They're gone. There's no Kaikielius fleet to be mean to me anymore. But we gotta book it back to the graveyard. Is this still actually... No, this doesn't have a connection. Go straight through there. I really am curious what's going on Brental. That is what this spy was for. Let's see what's going on over there. And I'm going to keep building... You have a population. Uwat, you're already building up. Balmorra, we're going to build you up even more.
Tactical battle imminent.
And, oh, we're getting attacked on Oslumpex. Which I don't really have that many defenses on. All my defenses moved up. We're protecting Mintuine. So let's get that building again. How much other CSA stuff is around, really? Alright, well, we'll see what we can do. I think we have a bit of money, so we can probably afford some turrets. Maybe a lot of point defense stuff, because it's all hailfires and artillery. So we're going to be putting some sensor nodes all over the place. And if I can successfully hold this off, I'm going to reward myself with today's non-sponsor, a soft drink. If they want me to say their name on stream instead of just showing the logo, they have to pay me. Which I wouldn't allow anyways. I'll give them money, but I won't morally support them. Okay, can we get over there?
Ready to go. Good to go, sir.
This is gonna be tough. Like, there's a lot of stuff to capture, which is good.
Where are we headed, sir?
Arm the turrets.
But I think I need to destroy you.
We've got trouble.
Okay, let's get you guys to come all the way down to this one. You can go to this one. We're gonna make sure they don't get out of here. Can you try to get other capturables? We have some friends and allies over here.
Let's get 'em.
Okay, sensor. It's not as useful back here.
Where do you need
Our
me?
base is under attack.
Just to the
We've
empire.
secured a build
Ooh, okay, that's nice, that's nice.
pad. We've secured
There's one of you.
a build pad.
Engaging target.
Can I capture that?
Construction
Here, let's just try to get you to safety. Because there's a bunch of stuff coming in and we don't want to deal with that. So you're gonna get a sensor node there. We're gonna move up. We're gonna get a field base here. Let's try to get up farther.
We captured a command
Awaiting orders. Locked and loaded.
Okay, yeah, get to this. Get all the capturable stuff.
secured a build pad.
You're good to go. Rebel scum this.
We're ready.
Come on.
Construction
Watch your
complete.
side. Take off.
The strategy is slightly worked. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's great.
Attack this position.
There's not enough of these yet,
Ready to fight, sir.
Freedom.
but if I can
Yes, sir. Orders received.
try to keep this away.
Right between the eyes.
Here it
All right,
is,
let's
sir.
get more of you in here.
I'm glad you're on our side. Take them down.
Like, we can stop one worth, and they're mostly going to be wanting to kill infantry anyways.
Where do you need it?
Ooh,
Like shooting womp rats. Dead ahead.
back off.
Charge.
Get ready to
Let's get
deploy.
whatever this is.
Give me the target.
Stamp out the empire. Viva la resistance.
Okay, I think we need to get repairs over there,
Go, sir.
and you guys can keep coming down.
Moving into position. Standing by. Ready to go. Scouting location.
That's the artillery. You guys are not gonna be... Oh, you have AV blasters. You do have AV blasters.
Copy, sir.
So let's do that. And this can actually be anti-infantry, because there's a lot of infantry that's coming around the end.
Build pad.
The side here.
Commander, ground target locked.
Put on
Ready for
strike.
attack. Initiating sweep.
There we go. One more shot from either of you, if you'll be so kind. You're just gonna
Executing.
float around. Come on. There you go. Now, come on in.
We've secured a
Let's get more pings going on.
build destroyed.
Roger. Ready, sir.
Our base is under attack.
Standing
They are hitting from farther.
ready for orders.
Oh, hold on. Get this.
Locked and loaded.
You can't have this. You cannot have this. This is mine. Mine. Stop it.
Construction complete.
Roger that. We're ready, Commander.
Okay, that has worked out okay.
Turret
I need to get more support for you up here. We do have the AAC. We have a couple AACs.
Here it is, sir.
I really wanted to get farther
Open fire.
We've secured
in,
Sir.
because I want this capturable, but I can't let them... Ooh,
destroyed.
that was not great.
Ready to go.
I need Rhino's new graphics. I'm becoming reliant. Okay, well, we've got this grouping, so I think we can come down farther. I think we're gonna grab this before anything starts coming down. Nice. There's still another, okay, we got it. I get my reward. Don't do this at home, kids. If I turn the label this way, you can't tell what it is. Good hard counters. Well, we'll be able to build up a bit more on Oslumpex. I'm going to go for
Constructing unit.
a bit more mobility with this. And let's get another heavy vehicle factory, I guess, just to build faster. So let's do this in reverse order.
Constructing unit.
It's not the best for defensive purposes going through that way, but it is at least something. Where else are we looking to pop up some more structures? Mintuine's building, Delacris building. We need ground stuff as well. But let's get you an endurance and 2 nebulae.
Unit in production. Unit in production.
And let's get a ground force building
Constructing unit. Enlisting
over here. We'll get some T2Bs. We'll get, I think we just get more infantry on this side too.
recruiting soldiers.
Because we're going to be trying to push through here. And I want to deploy these spies
Enemy fleet approaching.
more. Okay, Clatuine. We're getting Maldroodian. So I think we're going to need to fall back from here.
Construction.
I guess I could have tried to do that. Jesus, we're just going to keep running into problems, aren't we? I missed the text. I'm less concerned about losing Yavin. Like, we got what we need out of it, and I don't think we're going to lose it. But if they want to keep throwing away some ground units at us, it'll be easier for us or for others to take their worlds.
Engines primed.
You're going to try to get over there. I guess I keep forgetting I should
Where do
probably
you need me?
try to organize this better on the defensive organizer.
Fixed up in no time.
Even that I never use it. I'm gonna try to run one of these Jedi down towards some capturables.
We're ready, Commander.
Hang on. Perfect.
I think this landing zone might be too powerful for
We're ready to
defenders.
fight, sir. Let's go.
Like, I think even if it shoved over a little bit,
There they are.
I don't know exactly what change I would make, but I think it might be a bit too much on defense. I know it's only one pop cap, so it's not the most useful for offense, but it's quite strong defensively.
Torpedoes away.
Watch your side.
Okay, our artillery should be in range now. Where's a...
We control
I guess I probably want the Jedi over here.
Unit
Yes, sir.
destroyed.
Here it is, sir. Moving to coordinates.
Unit destroyed. Unit
Heading there now.
destroyed.
Right, I'm glad you're on our side.
Hmm.
This place is swamp rat.
Reporting.
Stamp out the
Unit
Empire.
destroyed.
Okay, we can fall back.
Where do you need us, sir?
Destroyed.
Get ready to deploy.
Beginning.
Like I said, not the end of the world if they get it, but if we get it, it basically ends their world.
Good to go, sir.
So let's back them off
Ready for action.
and do that. I do think we want to get another sensor here. Like, we just want to intercept as much stuff as possible.
Just give me a coordinate. Right, sir.
Construction complete.
Keep the point defense going.
We're on it.
Is this going to be a turbo laser? Well, it was going to be a turbo laser before I destroyed it.
Laser tower
Ready.
available.
Enemy target ending by.
They're going a bit heavier on infantry, I think, than they have in prior invasions.
Advance!
This is probably one that I want to try to take.
Spreading out!
Hostiles have captured a command post.
Locked and loaded. Yes, Commander. On it, sir.
All right, get those down.
We're ready, Commander. Attack!
Where's the other Jedi?
Yes.
Okay, well, I want one of you to go over there, and I want the Jedi over here.
Ready. Course plus.
I never actually got the
Sir. Take cover!
offensive stuff that I was looking for.
Take brigade. Yep. Copy.
We've gained a command post.
Yeah, they're looking to capture some other stuff. And I need to try to get up here. So you guys, I'm gonna just
Quick as a flash.
speed up there. I think they're going into infantry only zone though. So I need to go through there. Let's get up here.
Roger.
Ooh, back off.
Artillery online. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. En route.
For the rebellion. Steady.
Form up. Heading out. Yes, Commander.
You've secured the border.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
All right. Jedi, go with them over here. You need to die first. Then let's take those down. All right. Is there another build pad in this region?
Where do you need us, sir?
Unit destroyed.
Unit destroyed.
All right. Come on out.
Get ready to deploy. Copy.
Unit
Moving to
destroyed.
coordinates. Roger
And
that.
get through here.
Armor standing by.
Where is...
Ready to go.
Where's what I'm looking for?
Open fire.
There's the artillery back there.
I copy.
Are you anti-vehicle at all? It's a heavy blaster cannon. So even though you're not necessarily built for this, I'm gonna try. Nothing wrong with trying. People love trying.
Weapons firing.
That's why people are always talking about trying times. They love that shit. Ooh. The arrows. Okay, we'll focus on those first.
All weapons loaded.
Try to get up a little bit more. Now you guys can get this.
Where we headed, sir?
And I'll get the infantry with our infantry and with our AACs. They're mostly just battle droids.
Acknowledged.
You're good to go. Take off.
Like, this Jedi is enough to capture, or to hold the infantry away over there. Alright, let's back off now. Or let's front on.
Aggressive fire. Ready.
Not back off. I want repairs over here. We never actually destroyed that. Did we get the artillery? Were they firing, or was that just the last signs of them being dead?
Give me the time.
Light 'em up and knock 'em down. That's it.
Following.
Alright, I want you guys over here. That through.
Where do you need me?
And I need you to get up front, because this one and this one are
Locked and loaded.
too weak,
Weapons loaded.
as a certain Sith Lord would say.
I copy.
Alright, keep taking cover.
Right, I'm glad you're on our side.
No, there's still artillery here. We're gonna try to back off. Because that is gonna be held.
Unit destroyed.
They only got the one out of that.
Destroyed.
Stamp out the Empire.
Yes, sir.
We might not actually hold.
Ready. Right.
I don't know where the Jedi is.
How do you like that?
Roger that.
Okay, can I try to move you back here? And let's see if we can establish a new line of defense.
T4P. Ready. Heading out. Give me the time.
For Alderaan.
Awaiting orders. Take brigade.
Alright, get the Hellfires. They're gonna be the most damaging if they just sit around and live.
Copy. Torpedo launcher mobile, sir. We're ready to fight, sir.
Now you can deploy again.
Is under attack.
Yes, sir.
We have protection against aerial units back here, and we also can get some repairs for these guys. All right, let's back off. We're also closer for our reinforcements.
Cover you.
Like at this point, we're not able to stop them based on pop cap.
Here it is, sir.
We just have to try to set up our defensive line over here.
Awaiting
From the turret.
Like, that is kind of gone. But let's get you back over, because you've been really helpful with taking down these AA units, even if I haven't been paying as much attention to you as you deserve. Actually, let's get the armored free runner to go and
commence assault.
take this guy down while he's distracted.
Just give us the word, General. Main converters fired up.
Copy, sir. Keep going.
Power generator destroyed.
Turret.
I'm gonna have to try
Ready
to.
to go.
I'm set.
Turret has
I
been
think I have to try to get
Ready for
some of these to be point defense.
I copy.
We've secured a build pad.
Target locked.
Where are we headed, sir?
We're ready when you enemy.
So let's get a sensor.
Orders, right away.
Like, I think we are close to
Let's get 'em. Keep after 'em.
Our base is
Close to
under
winning.
attack.
forcing the retreat.
Standing by. Let's keep moving.
They've gained a lot of ground, but it has been very expensive. All right, let's get you back.
Yes, Commander. Standing
You
by,
should
sir.
be able to return fire on that, right? Like, you are. They're close enough to be firing at us.
Unit destroyed.
I'll have this fixed up in no time.
Get his ass. Get his ass. Oh, come on. There we go. That's helpful.
You're good to go. Perfect.
We've got your back.
Okay.
Come on, men. This way.
So where's that leave us?
Watch your side.
Where do you need? Lock blasters ready.
Form up. Ready for
Okay, let's try to get these strike breakers.
Ready.
Okay, you're gonna die now. Thank you.
Artillery online.
All right, they're being forced back. I'm gonna get that turret. We have enough money
Our base is
that
under attack.
that turret existing for us is not gonna be a problem. It's an inconvenient angle for that to be resting at. It defaults this way, but they're gonna be attacking from that way. So we're losing out on some damage
Commander.
coming around that direction. I think I'm gonna get some infantry turrets over there as well.
Destroyed.
Providing backup.
Luckily, that's being defended enough. All right, here comes the strike. They're gonna try to do the stun.
over there. Fire.
They're gonna be the #1 stunners. What I'm worried about now, though, is a bombing run or a bombardment. I'm gonna try to spread out. No, we're good. We're good. We got it. Good boy, Kazoo.
Recruiting soldiers. Constructing unit.
So let's see if there's anything we can do to make this a bit more efficient. Let's put you up front a bit more. Just because you're slow. Like, we don't have anything still alive here, so it'll be... There's less we can do right now. But I did want to see... We're going to see what's on Brental. We're getting Regab in here. Oh, hello. Oh, no. Act duel. It's 1 coronal worth of... bomb, or worth of interdiction mines.
Approaching.
Awaiting orders.
Let's see if we can get our fighters in.
We're here to help. Battleship standing by.
Okay, I'm gonna use control groups for once.
Squadron, advance.
Dauntless heavy cruiser reporting.
And this Dauntless, you're just gonna sit in front.
Squadron reporting.
Weapons
Okay, now let's get you out of there.
Carrier standing by.
At your command. Armed and ready. Head full.
Wow, Oz.
At your service.
Unbelievable.
Standing by. Target confirmed.
Commander? Jamming their
What have I
sensors.
done to deserve this? This just neutral? Who's this? Yeah, no, it's independent, not neutral.
Battleship responding.
Orders.
Weapons on.
Maybe they'll do me a favor.
Ready for orders.
I
We're
got
going
one on
in.
me.
Plotting course.
Okay, you should be able to make it up there.
Y-wing squadron
Roger
reporting.
that. Roger that.
Reporting in. Laser
And they have, what, 3 total? 3 bombs? Yeah.
Awaiting orders. Attack!
ready for commands.
Okay, there's 1. Here's number 2. They're coming closer.
We've lost our engines. Attacking target. Fire at will.
Y-wing
Okay,
standing by.
all I have to care about.
Calling for me, sir.
There's 2.
Roger that.
Where's number 3? There's number 3.
I copy. Attacking.
We're gonna get a couple onto this.
Firing.
Form up. Let's do some damage.
Get that out of there. No, don't dogfight. Do not dogfight.
Reporting. Firing at will.
We only care about this. Okay, now we retreat.
Looking good. Our shields are down. They're hitting our lasers.
So the Dauntless is gonna be gone, but Actul is gonna get away. Rip. Rip Dauntless. We went from 0 mediators to so many mediators. I don't actually know if we researched the other thing yet? The MC heavy carrier? Well, there's no reason to get that on Relafon.
Constructing. Begin
I'll just get a
construction.
structure of every type.
Building started.
We have not yet researched that. Okay. I didn't even move you guys over.
Confirmed.
Tactical battle.
Alright, let's deal with this. I mean, it's my deepest, darkest desire to get the CSA out of this game,
The enemy has been
but Maldrood is making me focus on them first. I'm doing you a favor, really. So Harbinger, let's get one of those in there. All our captured stuff.
here.
You know what? You can go in there, Home One Systems Defender, and Symposium Magarum. We don't need to risk anything on this battle.
Target confirmed.
Reporting for duty.
We've got 3 little ISDs against 3 or 4 of our big boy ships. What do you have against the CSA? If I can destroy them, if I just cut them out of the game, then no one will ever ask me to update them again.
On their engines. Take out their engines.
Receiving your transmission.
Gravity
can I
well
help?
generators online.
We don't quite have all the
I'm at your disposal.
engines down, so I gotta turn that off.
Transfer all
I call
power to shield.
How can I serve the Alliance?
Ready for your next command. I got him. Ready.
Victoria?
Home one. Reporting for duty.
Bombers at the ready.
Alright. Or little greater Maldrood.
Let's fire on those lasers.
All they wanted to do was become greater,
Let's get them.
and now I just keep making them lesser. I don't actually know how many planets they have left. They have, I think, close to 10 actually, so they're not even that much lesser than anyone other than us.
On your tail. Stay in attack formation.
The enemy has been defeated.
So let's see. How does this compare? Where are those stats? We have CSA is 15 planets, GM is 12 even. Empire is 6. PA has 31. So I think it's most likely that the GE loses like Garki, Lantilles, and Rocco or something, and then gets turned into nothing. But we often get asked like, oh, why don't the maps have every single planet? And aside from the fact that like you can't have 10 trillion planets in the game without it lagging horribly. If we kept the same map throughout every era, the start of like era 7 or 8 would look like this map. The New Republic would control everything in the south, which is why the later eras don't have southern planets as often, because it's all just like safe New Republic territory. But that's why those maps were changed and the per era setups exist. We got that going.
Constructing.
You need, yeah, you can get Emancipator.
Order confirmed.
We've got plenty of, a lot of Mon Cal commanders coming in these days. Not a complaint. Just to be clear. I don't want the Mon Calamari coming after me.
Building started.
A heavy carrier seems like a pretty big waste of credits to me. Like, you can still have, like, they're contributing to battles, they're spawning fighters closer, they're not going to be targeted as easily. If you're focusing your damage onto a tanky carrier, then that's damage that's not going elsewhere. Like, they're still contributing as many stats per pop as anything else. We go destroy I think we should go destroy this.
Tactical battle imminent.
Why? Why is this happening? These factions just want me doing nothing this episode. They want me just defending.
I copy. Beginning attack.
We're ready to fight, sir. Moving to coordinates. Heading there now.
T4B ready.
What's the best position for us for this? I think going farther down that way. You guys can protect the bridge.
Sir, over this way.
And let's just go around there.
Here to serve.
We've
Reporting.
secured a build
Heading out,
pad.
sir. Yes, sir.
Viva la resistance! For Alderaan!
We've secured a build pad.
Think if we hold here, well, you can just go in the water.
To the command post.
It's a good place for you.
Where do you need us, sir?
Set him and knock him down!
We've secured.
Yeah, I'd like this was all here before. Where were we?
We've secured.
Why did this come as a surprise to you? Unless it wasn't. Yeah, Kashyyyk's filling up on the ground. Kuat. We're building up in space. I don't like this stuff sitting near Kurita. But that is an Imperial fleet. So this is the only PA stuff in the region. So Kuat is actually defended in a strange way. That's fun, because like this Imperial fleet is trapped. So it's just going to keep whittling down, because they no longer are connected through there. Alright, is there anything else we want to build for defense on these guys? I think they're all... We have Biss surrounded with ion cannons and shipyards and all the defenses we could muster. We're also nearly done with Wedge. So let's get Wedge's eventual fleet ready over here. That's what those guys are for. And Actul and is this Matthews? They both need better fleets as well. So you get an interdictor. I'll add an interdictor to this, because then you can each have one of those. Let's get some agaves and some carriers and some lighter friends for you. Then I'm going to spend the rest of our money over here on some spees. More spees, please.
Certainly.
I want to see all of this stuff. 3 dreadnoughts, you can join our happy little family of Viscount stuff, but I think we need to go to Belderone faster than that. There is an ion cannon there. There's 2 interdictors. They moved away. No, they didn't actually have 2 invincibles. I just misread.
Approaching.
No enemy fleet approaching. Approaching where though? Let's get to Balmorra with these guys.
Affirmative.
Not seeing where the approach is. Like, where am I adding? Are you going to Actul maybe? I think they might go to Actul. Like, I could go to Bimisari and Sharos. You need a little bit more stuff before I'm super comfortable with this. Do they have an ion cannon or an HVG? Not an ion cannon. Especially with an interdictor. Okay, we'll just get you your additional support before I'm committing anything there. All right, let's see where we get attacked.
Construction complete.
Or hold on. I never really used this. But okay, so are they not actually coming in? Yeah. Enemy fleet's about to invade Coruscant.
Tactical battle imminent.
You can use that notification if you really want to. Alright, well let's do this first. Says they're coming to Coruscant, but I've seen no evidence of this.
We got 'em. Send reinforcements.
Alright, we are going to put Viscount's Fury right on there. We're going to put in I died to bring you this information and Jag Cannon right there. Oh yeah, attack the Mon Calamari super cruiser with an ion cannon. Real original guys.
Focus fire on their batteries. Focusing all batteries. Commencing engagement. Changing heading. Destroy that target. Make way.
Okay, you have tried to interrupt our missiles.
Moving out, Commander.
I don't appreciate. Okay, we gotta get rid of that. Okay, get the shields down on this guy, and then the Bothan assault cruisers can kind of finish off a lot of what's going on here. So let's try to get over to there.
Frigate reporting. Open fire. Enemy spotted. Holding.
It's going to be a bit harder for the backs because of the missile defenses, so let's get rid of those first. Okay, now we can get the invincible. There's going to be another ion cannon shot coming in. Oh, was there? There were 3 of them. I thought there were 2.
Ready to engage.
Fully operational. Changing heading.
Alright, let's get you over to help the Bothans, which are starting to lose shields. I should maybe leave, or move Leia out of there, out of Coruscant. Just so that I don't have to worry about losing her in the battle.
Destroy that target.
I don't think I want to put her on the ground in case it does win and then we have
Focusing
the
all
defenses to go through. Or we have the
fully operational.
defensive battle on the ground to try to go to.
All batteries. Destroy that target.
Because, well, our capital is on Coruscant now, and that is a lot of defensive power on the ground. It's not everything. It might not be enough.
Countering resistance. I'm taking fire. I need help here.
There's something about this specific background with the Viscount that I just find appealing. Right, Kazoo? You can keep chewing. You don't have to stop. I'm just trying to make conversation, bud.
help.
Stay in attack formation.
All right.
Got one.
Yes, Commander.
I don't know if any movement from the PA will be enough for that Imperial fleet to actually get back to Imperial territory. They have a good amount that they have to get through for that. Even if the Borlea's fleet is gone, like I think the most direct route would be up through that one Maldrood planet that's not super heavily defended.
Cannon fired.
But I don't know what they have on their own planets. And I was gonna go and send some spies just to the Imperial territory, but the stuff happening directly on our borders has been a bit more pressing.
Disable their guns. Destroy their
Okay, well we got
We are
this.
victorious. Tactical battle imminent.
Well, there goes that timing. 412, so it's the Seculars, we have the Ion Cannon, we have Matthews, we have an Interdictor. Ravine, they don't have an Interdictor. What makes the most sense to target first?
Inbound. What are your orders?
Oh, thank God Leia's on the flagship. That makes things much simpler. We can technically check out any time we like. Who do I... Maybe I go for Trier? With the Ion Cannon?
Ready. Awaiting order.
We can, in fact,
Ready for
leave.
action.
Reporting in. Navigating.
Ready for command. Receiving. Weapons armed. What can I do for you?
Okay, it'll be probably better if I just tell you to move directly.
Position.
Roger that.
We're here to help.
Form up. Awaiting orders.
Weapons ready. Roger.
Battleship standing by.
Yes, sir. Awaiting your orders.
Bombers reporting in.
Orders, sir.
Carrier standing by.
Yes, sir.
Roger that.
Alright, we have these bombers, which will be helpful with the shields down. Okay, just go straight now.
Weapons ready. I copy. Fire.
There are
Can't shake him.
Sir.
bombers coming in this cluster.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Get him off me!
Battleship responding.
I need to break off.
Moving out. Moving out.
That's got him.
Heading out.
Alright, turn into it.
Under attack.
Stay in attack.
I don't know if I have to just leave.
Shields at maximum.
I'm in range.
We're starting our attack run.
Roger that.
I've lost engine 2.
I might just leave.
This wasn't our battle to win.
Nowhere to run.
I got one on me.
Bad shape.
Ion cannon available.
I might try to come back. It'd be nice to come back with the rest of the fleet, but... Or like with the Viscount prototype fleet. Just being able to use the Ion Cannon would be helpful.
Coming around.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Confirmed.
See if we can get in. Do this in 2 waves.
Imminent.
Because I think then we can preempt the ground invasion. Welcome, Clam. Game brings back memories like watching you play it last week.
Incoming.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever played Empire at War before. My first time. See if I can do something stupid.
Need something?
Fallout.
Right away.
Awaiting orders.
Cruiser online. Affirmative, sir.
Form up.
All fire on
We're gonna do some battleship raiding.
Take them together.
Ready. Attacking.
All craft fire.
Don't fire at the fighters. Don't do that. Bad.
Direct fire on that launch pad.
Bad ships.
Copy. Engage.
Only secular. Only secular. There you go.
Laser batteries.
Yes, sir.
Some of it's
Our target priority
probably a
is the
little out of
laser
range,
cannons.
but
I copy. Let's see how they like this. Aggressive negotiations.
Your order, sir.
Reporting. Transfer
let
all
one on your
power
tail.
to shields.
Should we go around
Enemy
I think we can get this one.
Ion cannon available.
Watch your six. Stay in attack
We're gonna lose our interdictor on that one, but
Increase to
it's fine.
Sir, standing by.
The shields are down.
Target confirmed.
Yes.
Destroy the torpedo launchers.
Take out the lasers. For the Republic.
I'm gonna have to
Torpedo tubes.
try to speed this up a little bit.
Disable those ion cannons.
I don't actually like how much damage we're taking from these fighters.
Ready, sir. All fire on those torpedo launchers. The lasers are our
But I'm
target.
committed at this point.
Our target priority is the laser cannons. We're in position.
Alright, let's get out of here. I think we're fine. Yeah. Well, glad you like it, Ferris. Shields went down on Matthews, but he made it. We lost Lucky. We did get a secular out of that. We've got the other fleet coming in, which that should be enough. Oh, come on. So close. We don't have the cash right now. I have to cancel some stuff. I don't want to cancel that. I need to find stuff that is ideally farther down the range. There we go. Very sad. Good boy, Zoo. Well, moving the capital will help here. Between the money and the capital garrison, I think we can probably defend it. It's not necessarily going to be the easiest thing in the world. I'm more sad that the invasion happened before our fleet got in, because we could definitely win that invasion, or win that fight.
Get ready to deploy. Ready to go.
Okay, let's try to
Build pad.
help these guys. I'm going to try to send you guys away. You don't need to worry about that. It's not going to be your responsibility.
Attack.
Yeah. Look out.
T2B over.
The T2B's over there. Let's try to get down with capturables.
Ready for action.
Which is like down with Webster, but a bit less woe.
Moving into position. Ready. Moving out. Weapons loaded.
Okay, no
Hang on.
no helping the invaders.
At your
We've
service.
secured
Heading
a
out.
build pad.
Where are we headed, sir?
Take what you
Just
need.
give me a coordinate.
AA? I mean, this is all going to be AA.
Turret
Let's get 'em.
constructed. We've secured a build pad.
Now let's try to get the other capturables.
For the Empire.
These are, well, for the Empire, I got some bad news for you guys. If that's what you thought you were doing here, you've been
Standing by.
gravely misled.
We need-
Construction complete.
We've got our orders.
Heavy gun here.
We've secured a build
One
pad.
shot, one
Okay,
miss.
I am willing to spend
Watch your sides.
a good amount of money on this. Ooh. Time maulers are going to be a problem. But let's do some of them at least. Alright.
T2B, copy.
Let's get anti-vehicle here. Get anti-air here.
Hit loaded. Armor standing by.
This is going to be a nice little turret. We've got more. Ooh, nice. An ATTE.
We've secured a build pad.
We're ready, Commander.
This can be anti-vehicle, and I'll maybe get repairs there.
Watch your flank.
Construction complete.
Just like shit
Our
more
base
breath.
is under
Okay, keep coming around.
Step out the Empire.
Give me a target.
Viva la Resistance.
Copy.
You can back off.
Your orders.
Maybe. I'd like for you to back off. Doesn't necessarily mean you can back off. That's the plan, is for you to back off. Okay, now we'll get your help on this. Alright, anti-vehicle here.
Ready to roll.
Front on.
Roger that. Yes, Commander. Yes, sir.
Get sensors.
Right away, sir.
Form up. Cannons charge. Take cover.
Arm the turret.
Fire ready. Awaiting orders.
We gained a command.
Do I have any infantry still over here? I think they're all down. Yeah, we gotta try to pull back on this side. And maybe get some infantry over here. Okay, because we've got these turrets that are not doing anything right now. Let's get a field base here, and we'll get an anti-vehicle turret here.
Base is under attack.
Right, sir. Ready to go. Reporting.
You find it worth capturing the heavy bunkers as pseudo anti-vehicle turrets? Yeah, they're really strong. I don't use them as much as I should,
Right away.
but it depends on position, right? So
I copy, sir.
Construction complete.
their usability depends on
Unit
how much the enemy wants you to use them, really.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Hey, Rebel? Charlie is on a 3-stream streak asking thoughts about the Anakin edit in episode 6. Do you mean using Hayden Christensen instead of Sebastian Shaw?
Weapons ready.
Like, I feel like you shouldn't be rewarded for a lifetime of
reinforcement point.
turning into Space Hitler by getting to spend eternity young for saving your son and throwing your wrinkly boss down a pit. Like, I think that's...
Reinforcement point.
We'll keep our eyes open. We're on it.
If I were running things
Ready.
Construction complete.
in the galaxy,
Good to go, sir.
I wouldn't be... Like, if I were the Force, I'm not giving someone that.
T2B over. Targeting enemy.
Hang on.
Look, people can change. People can atone for stuff they did. But
Commencing attack. Heavy gun on standby.
I don't want to create a system that incentivizes
Transport ready. Weapons
being a dick so that you can have a deathbed conversion in exchange for
Out, troops. We'll assist you.
in exchange for that.
Let's move out.
Like, I think it sets a bad precedent, right? That's my concern.
You're good to go. Watch your
Like, what if everyone now thinks, well, even if I become one with the Force later, I'm just going to be... The way to not be, like, old in that form is for me to...
down. Take it out.
Destroyed.
Glad you're on our side.
Armor ready.
For me to, like, first do all those crimes.
Come on, man. Avoiding fire. Main cannons charged.
And the... To a certain extent, you think it's like, oh, is that, like, going to be a manifestation that's just for the... Like, they're there to communicate with Luke, right? So, like, maybe there's a thing where you can kind of just appear however you'd want. Because, like, you're Force energy, you don't have a body. But then Obi-Wan and Yoda chose to show up in the forms that Luke would recognize, which would make sense. But then Anakin, who Luke has never seen before,
Over there.
instead of being an uncorrupted version of the body that
Form up. Underway.
Luke would know, is like, you know what?
Roger that. Keep
I'm
going.
19.
This way.
Awaiting orders. Your orders? Attack that
So once again, he's just showing he's selfish. He doesn't care,
underway. Attacking target.
Form up.
thereby
There.
showing he should not have been let into this Force party in the first place.
Ready for action.
Okay, can I go capture whatever this is?
Our base is under attack.
Roger that. Almost
We've
there.
secured a
Following your
build
lead.
point.
Form up.
Copy.
Like this guy's just having fun. I do need to do something about that.
Course.
'Cause that is slowly whittling away, and I don't know how long that'll last.
Construction complete.
Does the ground force also count the 1K limit of DE? Now, there's an actual limit to it, or is it purely within Space Forces? The I forget how this stuff was split up, but there is a distinction it makes and like requirements it has.
Awaiting orders. Heading out.
Following.
I'm not the one that set up the spawn system for that, so I'm not sure on the specifics.
Fire at will.
I've looked at them, but I don't remember them.
We've secured
Standing
a
by.
build pad.
Where do you need me? Keep
Okay,
after
let's go get the capturable.
Reporting.
I don't know who's gonna kill who first here.
I copy. Right away.
You're AA accurate, right?
Reporting.
Yes, okay.
Moving out.
At least that forced them away, so we don't actually have to
We've secured
worry about that.
a build pad.
Got your back.
So this can be anti-vehicle, because they always seem to want to send vehicles up there. I mean, yeah, look, like him in Ahsoka, sure.
We're ready, Commander. We're ready
Because
to fight.
Soakers, as we all call her,
A build pad.
that's the Anakin that Ahsoka knows.
Let's go.
Luke never met the man.
Right away.
We can cover you.
Construction complete.
What do you think of the retcon of him in the world between worlds scores gross for a presence? I mean, I don't think that's really a retcon.
Moving ahead.
Providing backup. Here to serve. Moving to coordinates.
We've secured
Yes,
a
Commander.
build pad.
Where do you need us, sir?
Ready.
Like the theoretical logic of it
Target.
Take cover.
is that
Bow out, troops.
Turret constructed.
your force state represents
Yes, sir.
how like it's a representation of your spirit, right? In some sort of way. So it's not purely a manifestation of force energy that you are projecting. So the like I'm going to take this form because this is what you recognize thing, not necessarily how stuff is working in universe. Instead it's like, oh well he's uncorrupted and this is the last time he was uncorrupted. Ergo he looks like this. Which
Open fire.
I think if you're setting up a system of incentives and
Construction
punishments and stuff, I think it's
Got your back.
it's not going to be an effective one.
G2B, copy. Forward.
Yeah, I'm not worried about those infantry. I am going to take this for myself. I know I said I was willing to spend any amount of money on this, but now that I'm nearly victorious, I'm slightly changing my opinions.
We'll assist you. We can cover you.
I'm flip-flopping.
Ready to roll.
We've lost control of the command post.
You don't get this. This is mine. All of you can die.
We've secured a build pad.
Moving out. Form up.
Like, if you look at the fucking apparition pond or whatever stupid shit Troy Denning did for
Fall out, troops.
in Fate of the Jedi,
Where should I go?
Turret constructed.
then it's
Report.
like those people clearly don't have much of a choice on how they're appearing, and it's also not just for good people.
Yes, Commander.
Like it's actually very bad people, and this will mean nothing to a lot of people who haven't read Fate of the Jedi. Why is Mara doomed to this fucking hellish pit when, like, I have issues with how she got retroactively said to have not caused any problems. Like, oh, I never went after rebels. I was just going after the corrupt Imperials, which, from the Empire's perspective, a lot of the people giving the resources to the rebels would have been corrupt Imperials. But anyways, and that's like what Choices 1 was. But yeah, Mara did a lot of good stuff in her life after that. She was very much not a dark Jedi when she died, and she hadn't been, like, she was never a Sith. She did bad things and was like, she would use the dark side and whatever as a trainee, but then she became a Jedi Master and spent most of her life as that. But Anakin never really decided he didn't, like, he wasn't really renouncing the dark side necessarily.
Over this way.
He was
Armor ready.
in a very specific situation where, like, Anakin's sacrifice was for Luke. It was for his son. It wasn't because he was trying to bring balance to the Force. Like, that was a personal story that was happening on the Death Star. And, like, he probably didn't in that moment think, like, maybe Empire is wrong. He just... It was about saving Luke. But he gets to go and be a free Force ghost everywhere else, and Mara is stuck in the fucking well of apparitions? What are we doing? That's sexist.
Yes, sir.
Jason, sure. But Jason is another example where, like, he also kind of let himself die to save Alana. And yet he's in the pond. Anakin's free. Double standards. The Force has double standards. And I think it's about time someone finally told the Force it's wrong.
Moving out. Heading out.
We've secured a build
Right
pad.
away. Give me a target. Copy.
All right.
Reinforcement
Standing
point
by.
contested. We've secured a build
There,
pad.
there's just like these two little squads of dudes running around.
G2B, copy.
$2 Admiral?
Target in range. Main cannons charged. Attack!
The enemy
Right with-
has
There we go.
been defeated.
Damn.
Reporting.
See, the fleet gets away. Fleet gets away there. Okay, can I confirm my theory? No, it's not quite right. Okay, I was thinking Mindor was connected to Rocco, but it's not. So that makes sense. But with that rant out of the way, we're going to end our first episode for the day here. So thank you all for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. We're going to keep going here on Twitch. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone. Kazoo, it's not. The episode's over. The stream isn't, buddy. Back on your bed.